First of all, thank you for being here. Thank you for taking time out of your day, out of your schedule to come here and honor these two fine non-commissioned officers. Thank you very much. They're going to be inducted into, although they passed the test, quote unquote, a long time ago, a few months ago. Now we're getting around to doing a formal presentation of putting them into the club. The medallion you see some of us wearing is a symbol of excellence, of non-commissioned officer excellence. And that's part of our theme today. This is the year of the NCO. How fitting that we have two of the finest law school has to offer being inducted into the club. We have Sergeant Sloniker, who, if you don't know, was recently selected to go to one officer candidate school. And we have Sergeant John Wright, who, if you don't notice, he just got another rocker up under his on his chest. I say all that not to only bring praise upon them, but to bring praise upon the club. I said again, this is about being of the best of the best. As an example, soon to be a one officer and a new senior non-commissioned officer in the United States Army. This is about the best of the best. So without any further ado, please just get on with the program.
The non-commissioned officers being honored today are those who exemplify the characteristics of Sergeant Audie Murphy, who was a legend in his own time. A war hero and a great American. His biography reads more like fiction than fact. He lived for only 46 years, but he made a lasting impact upon American history. Audie was refused enlistment in both the Marines and the paratroopers for being too small and underweight. He stood only 5 feet 5 inches tall and weighed 110 pounds. He enlisted in the United States Army just a few days after his 18th birthday. After basic training at Camp Walters, Texas, and advanced training at Fort Meade, Maryland, Audie was sent overseas.
And he sees that each time that he comes here. Those things are not stated in his bio. A consummate professional, an outstanding human being, and our most senior enlisted leader in all the European footprint, Sergeant Major Bartell.
Exactly what he said. Thank you very much. It's an honor for me to be here. Officers, non-commissioned officers, soldiers, and especially the family members who are here to pay homage to a pair of non-commissioned officers who are the exemplars of this thing, excellence. How is excellence attained? I'll tell you this, and I told this to a group yesterday as well. God bless you for what you've done. Look out in the audience because you know you didn't do it on your own. There are those of you out here who are the coaches, teachers, mentors of these two fine professionals. Family members who assisted them day in and day out. Friends who helped them study. Friends who helped them maintain their humility, which is a valuable asset for an excellent leader. If you're not humble, then you cannot perform the duties and responsibilities inherent in your role as a non-commissioned officer. I'd like to leave you with a quote for you to roll around in your head. Ignorance and arrogance are the two opposite sides of the same coin. Think about that. When you think about the excellence that has to be portrayed within any human being and the humility that is required for you to be able to execute your responsibilities. On a personal note, I competed for the Sergeant Morales Club back in 1981. And one of the sergeants major, you may know him, because he's still in the German community. His name is Al Johnson. He now works for Andrews Federal Credit. So Sergeant Bartell comes before the board, And there's several Sergeant Spades are on the board. All Vietnam vets, of course. And one guy was a Korean War vet. So the intimidation factor was kind of high. But I was a professional, and I was nominated to participate. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, the first inductee into the Sergeant Audie Murphy Club will be introduced by his most important asset, his soldier.
Setting the example, fulfilling obligations and expectations of his soldiers. These are only two of many qualities my NCO has demonstrated on a daily basis. He is demanding, but fair. He truly represents the Army values. And that is why it is my privilege to introduce to you my Sergeant Audie Murphy, Sergeant First Class John Wright.
And now, the next inductee will be introduced by her most important asset, her soldier. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a warm round of applause for the newest members of the Sergeant Audie Murphy Club. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, Sergeant Audie Murphy Club will recite the non-commissioned officer creed. All non-commissioned officers, past and present, are invited to join us.
No one is more professional than I. I am a non-commissioned officer, a leader of soldiers. As a non-commissioned officer, I realize that I am a member of a time-honored corps, which was known as the backbone of the Army. I am proud of the corps of non-commissioned officers, and will at all times conduct myself so as to be prepared upon the corps, the military service, and my country, regardless of the situation in which I find myself. I will not use my grade or position to attain pleasure, profit, or personal safety. Competence is my watchword. My two basic responsibilities will always be uppermost in my mind: accomplishment of my mission and the welfare of my soldiers. I will strive to remain tactically and technically proficient. I am aware of my role as a non-commissioned officer. I will fulfill my responsibilities inherent in that role. All soldiers are entitled to outstanding leadership. I will provide that leadership. I know my soldiers will always place their needs upon my own. I will communicate consistently with my soldiers and never leave them uninformed. I will be fair and impartial in recommending both rewards and punishments. Officers in my unit will have maximum time to accomplish their duties. They will not have to accomplish mine. I will earn respect and make confidence, as well as that of my soldiers. I will be loyal to those with whom I serve, seniors, peers, subordinates alike. I will exercise leadership by taking appropriate action in the absence of orders. I will not compromise my integrity, nor my moral courage. I will not forget, nor allow my comrades to forget, that we are professionals, non-commissioned officers, leaders.
Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing for the singing of the Army song. First to
Fight for the right and to build the nation's might, and the Army goes rolling along. Proud of all we have done, fighting till the battle's won, and the Army goes rolling along. Then it's high, high, hey, the Army's on its way. Count off the days out and strong. Wherever we go, you always know that the Army goes rolling along.
Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes our induction ceremony.